Hello there. So, you're an overseas qualified dentist, and you've got your sights set on practicing in the UK? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the Overseas Registration Exam, or ORE, and give you a super clear roadmap for your journey.
You've put in the work, you've got the degree, you've got the ambition. But how do you turn all of that into a green light to practice independently in the United Kingdom? Well, for most overseas dentists, the answer is the ORE. It's pretty much the main path to get you where you want to be.
So, what is this thing exactly? Well, the ORE is run by the General Dental Council, or GDC, which is the big dental regulator here in the UK. And its whole job really is to make sure that every single dentist, no matter where they trained, is up to the same high standard of skill and knowledge needed to treat patients safely.
To make this all super clear, we're going to walk you through this whole thing like a journey, with 4 main stops. We'll start at the beginning with what you need before you even apply. Then we'll dive into the 2 parts of the exam itself, and we'll finish up with the really important stuff, the rules and the costs you absolutely need to know.
First up, this starting line. Before you can even think about signing up for this exam, there's a pretty big hurdle you need to clear first.
And here it is. You need to have clocked at least, get this, 1,600 hours of clinical experience where you were personally treating patients. This isn't about theory or watching others. The GDC wants to see that you have serious hands-on experience. So the big takeaway here? Get those hours logged and verified before you do anything else.
Okay, so you've got your hours, your applications in and approved. Now you're facing the first real test on this journey. Part 1, the knowledge test. Let's break down what that looks like.
Now, this is not your average textbook exam where you just regurgitate facts. Nope. Part 1 is all about seeing how you apply what you know to real-life clinical situations. It's all done on a computer, which is kind of nice because you get your results super fast.
So, Part 1 is actually split into 2 big chunks, 2 different papers, and each one is 3 hours long. Paper A digs into the sciencey stuff, human disease, applied dental science. Then, Paper B shifts gears to the practical side of dentistry, and this includes some really UK-specific things like law, ethics, and health and safety rules. And just so we're clear, you've got to pass both of them to move on. No exceptions.
All right, you've conquered the written exam, but now you're heading into the final gauntlet. Part 2, the practical skills test. This is where you really have to show what you can do with your hands.
Part 2 is pretty intense, and it's broken down into 4 key parts. First, there's the OSE, which tests a bunch of different clinical skills. Then you've got 3 hours with a dental mannequin doing operative tests. After that, a diagnostic exercise with an actor pretending to be your patient. And finally, you'll have to prove you can handle medical emergencies, including things like basic life support.
Okay, so we've covered what the exam is. Now let's talk about the nitty-gritty, the rules of the road. How many shots you get at this, and of course, how much it's all going to cost.
Here's a number you really need to remember, 4. You get 4 cracks at Part 1 and another 4 at Part 2. Now that might sound like a decent safety net, but trust me, you want to have a solid game plan from the get-go to avoid all that extra stress and, well, extra cost. And speaking of pressure, there's a clock ticking. The moment you sit your first Part 1 exam, a 5-year countdown begins. You have to pass both parts within that window. So yeah, you've really got to keep that momentum going.
All right, let's talk money. The application fee itself is pretty small, £96. Part 1 is going to set you back £584. But, and here's the big one, Part 2 is a whopping £4,235. So yeah, this is a serious financial commitment on top of everything else.
I know, after hearing all that, it can feel a little overwhelming, right? But you've got to remember this. Yes, the ORE is a tough journey, no doubt about it, but it is not impossible. Thousands of dentists have done it, and you can too.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to mention something interesting. The ORE is the main road, but it's not the only road. There's an alternative path called the License in Dental Surgery, or LDS. So what's the deal with that?
Really, it just boils down to 2 things: who runs it and who it's mainly for. The ORE, that's the GDC's baby, and it's made specifically for overseas dentists. The LDS, on the other hand, is run by the Royal College of Surgeons, and it's mostly for UK grads. But hey, overseas folks can take it too. The most important thing to know is that either way, you end up with the exact same GDC registration.
And there you have it. We've gone from the very beginning, those 1,600 clinical hours, all the way through the tough challenges of Part 1 and Part 2, right to the finish line. We've laid out the whole map for you, so the only real question left is,
Are you ready to start your journey?